Bikers are invited to rev their engines and raise awareness of the dangers of fentanyl. The Save a Life poker ride is Saturday. Valerie Beam with TK Fights Fentanyl is here. They are organizing this alongside Kaylee's dad is mad. We can call it an annual event now, Valerie, because this is the second year for it.
This is the second year for it.
What does everybody do at this poker run?
What a poker run is it's not just bikes. Any vehicles is welcome to come, so it's not just motorcycles.
Okay.
But what we do is we visit several different establishments on a route. You go into the establishment and you can draw poker chips with numbers on them, or sometimes they'll draw cards and you do have a hand. Sometimes you roll dice. We do poker chips, makes it a little bit easier. And then at the end, the high person wins and the low person wins a basket.
Kind of luck of the draw. Where is the route going to take people on this particular ride?
So we start at the Kickstart Saloon, North Topeka. We will go to Squatters Pub, Lake Perry. Then we'll go to Nedrex in Easton. And then we'll go to Stinky's in Oskaloosa, and then back to the Kickstart. We will have silent and live auctions in the evening and a food truck.
So it says that it runs till 5, but how long is it actually going to run?
It'll run all night.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a band coming in at 8. We have 2 bands coming in
wow.
at 8 o'clock, Blazing Mojos and Atomic Cowboys. They played for us last year. And so it'll run pretty much all night.
So if somebody isn't going to join the ride, what time should they maybe come to Kickstart if they want to take part in the auctions and bid and do all the other fun stuff?
So the silent auction baskets will be there all day long. You can come bid during the day. We plan on being back around 5, and then we'll start the silent and live auctions after that. The food truck will be there till 7, so you can come out and eat dinner and bid on some of the auctions.
And then the band all night long. It'll be super fun. For those who aren't aware, why did you start TK Fights Fentanyl?
So I met Amber Solly Berger, who is the founder of TK Fights Fentanyl. We both have lost children, so that's how we connected that way. Last year I saw that she really wanted to put Save a Life stations in Topeka, so I thought, well, let's do a poker ride. You know, the motorcycle community is a very giving community. They always come together for good causes, have a good time, and we raise a lot of money. So
when you talk about the Save a Life ride and will this fund those stations?
Yes.
And
yes.
what are those stations?
So the stations are, you see them around. We have 5 in Topeka. They're purple boxes, and every week we stock them with Narcan and fentanyl test strips and resources to get help with addiction.
Yeah, I was going to say, for those who aren't familiar, what is Narcan and why is it so vital?
So Narcan reverses an overdose of any opioid, not just fentanyl, but an opioid, and it's so important because it does save lives. It reverses them in an overdose state. And that's why it's important.
And for those who maybe don't understand how fentanyl works, it sometimes isn't necessarily like the amount that you ingest, it's sometimes not knowing it's even there.
Correct. There are a lot of people that sometimes think they're getting a pill off the street that, let's say it's Adderall or it's Xanax, and it actually has fentanyl in it. So they are taking fentanyl not knowing it's fentanyl.
And you know, I think part of what we tend to focus on, especially with our mental health awareness initiative, is fighting the stigma. So just having Narcan, there shouldn't be, I imagine you would argue there shouldn't be a stigma involved in having these life-saving tools and raising the awareness and getting the education out there.
Absolutely, there should not be a stigma. And the more we talk about it, I think that we're decreasing the stigma around substance use disorders. Whenever I share my story about my son, I would say there's probably at least 2 or 3 people that come up to me afterwards and say, I know somebody. So it's pretty widespread, unfortunately.
Well, we did get some good news that overdose deaths have been down over the past year, so I'm sure that's fantastic news, but we want to keep that trend going, and you can help do that with the Save a Life Poker Run. It is taking place this Saturday. Registration at 11, kickstands up at noon from the Kickstart Saloon just north of Highway 24 on North Kansas Avenue. $20 for a driver, $10 for a passenger, and as we've heard, they're going to be back around 4 or 5 o'clock. Come for the food trucks, the auctions, and the band all night long. Valerie, thank you so much.
Appreciate you for having me.
We are starting to see the skies clearing a bit. Find out how long the sun is going to stay around.